This is always a fun error. Usually takes a while to load. Alright, this is my little local testing ground. So here you get a good look at Cobble. See, kind of looks nice. Definitely pops out more with the bump map, which is pretty much the idea. I did sand too. I don't know if you can really tell. Probably helps if I could. There you go. Pops out a little bit. It doesn't make a huge difference, but another good example, if you can't really tell, is dirt. I don't think dirt looks that good, to be honest, but there's grass. Kind of looks a little lumpy. But I did like how the spectral mapping turned out on it. Yeah. You can see the side grass kind of looks like it glows, almost like golden. Definitely doesn't match the top. Yeah, I did trees as well. They definitely pop out a lot more. I really like how trees turned out. Like the bark, I mean. There's one sexy looking tree. What else? Got like stone. Yeah, here's some stone. I did my best to make it look like it's still smooth, but not so smooth that, it's supposed to be raw stone, so, it's not supposed to be super smooth, but at the same time, it's not supposed to be all jagged and crap. And then we get into, the unwanted side effects. Talking about how, the entire cave is going to look like this, even though there's no light in here. Okay, so now I'll show you some of what's kind of screwed up with it. As you can already see, the torches are kind of freaking out there. I think that's as a result of spectral mapping. The glass does it as well. Um, Redstone torches are no exception. Um, you see the track gets kind of screwed up. I really don't know what causes that. And of course, in tunnels, no matter how much light there is, it's always glowing. Here's the weird thing, though. Yeah. Pretty much all I need to say about that. Obviously I haven't done gravel yet. kind of see. Let's see, there's one more example. And there we go. And there's not a lot we can do about some of the textures, especially since you're using a custom fire texture. There's not a lot we can do about that because the shader mod only reads from the train underscore nh and train underscore s, and fire doesn't fall into that. That's all I can think of right now. One thing I really gotta give you props on is the water. I've never seen anybody do this much with given so little. the It's basically just a rolling PNG, and it turns out to look really nice. And we can't do spectral or bumping on it, but I don't even think we would need to, just because of how nice it looks. Like, that must have taken you a lot of time. Like, props, man. And the lava as well. Aside from the graphical glitch there, it actually does look like it's, you know, shimmering from the heat rising off of it. I really like that. So, you know, we have a few of the textures that I did that look, you know, okay. Dirt's alright. Sand is, you know, not too noticeable, but then again, it's a real low profile texture. And we have grass, which, as you might remember, I told you before, I had to pick out a green that kind of matched all the other greens so that it didn't stand out too much, and I think I found a pretty nice even. It turns out to look pretty nice on any grass for the spectral. And then we have, you know, graphical glitches like that there on the bottom. You know, we have logs, which, you know, I'm pretty satisfied with. I think they turned out pretty nicely. Stone, you know, looking pretty good. And cobble, which is probably my favorite, and was also one of the easiest to do. So we have, you know, some stuff that looks really nice, and then we've got some problems like this with the redstone. It doesn't also help that the dude who, Dax, who made the shader, didn't, kind of hasn't been around lately. You know, we got this with the torches and, you know, reeds and so on and so forth. So I think it's going in the right direction, but there's definitely a lot of work. One last note I will leave you with is that it's very embarrassing to be able to say that I'm only getting this many frames when I can play Crysis on full settings. As you've noticed that the frame rate's pretty jaggy here, and even with a GTX 470,